Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Kickoff Discussion Podcast. Well, what a difficult afternoon for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It ended 2-1 in favour of Sunderland, and Sunderland got a brilliant away victory against Chelsea, which I think they did brilliantly well. But on the other hand, Chelsea they're supposed to win this game because if you watch the game closely, you will understand that Chelsea created beautiful goal scoring chances, but they were not efficient enough in the final third. Maybe thanks to Sunderland's defensive and discipline, which they kept to throughout the entirety of that 90 minutes, and they came out and they killed Chelsea on counter attacks. Do you understand? They killed Chelsea on counter attack and on long through, which I think was really brilliant. The goal came from Garnacho, which was in the 4th minute. Wilson Isidor in the 22nd minute of the game from the long through, obviously, and Talbi sealed the victory for Sunderland in the 93rd minute of the game, which was assisted by Robbery. First and foremost, I have to confess that Sunderland did really well in that game in terms of defensive discipline, because they made sure they kept Chelsea at bay, despite the fact that they have the larger share of the ball possession, and they created more chances and they had more chances on more shots on target than Sunderland does. In the first half, I think Chelsea had 4 chances on target, which in the second half they have only 3 chances on target. While Sunderland, on the other hand, they only have 3 shots on target in the first half, and they only have 1 shot on target in the second half, which resulted in the goal for Talbi in the 93rd minute. This was really poor from Chelsea. I have to comment. I have to be honest, but it is what it is. They did not make the best out of the opportunities they had in that game, and they got punished in the end by a beautiful play by Robbery, because holding the ball up high up the pitch was really something that attackers do really well, and to do that against Chelsea was really brilliant and fantastic, because I expected either Tosin or Chalobah to get ahead of Robbery to win that ball before Robbery got to that ball. But both of them were somehow slow to react, and eventually they got caught out. Some things I saw in that game which I think was really brilliant for Chelsea, I'll break it down for you so that you will understand what Chelsea has been up to lately this season. One man was instrumental to how Chelsea play and to the kind of chances they created in that game, and that was Cucurella. If you watch his position closely well today, you'll see that he played, most especially when they are in possession of the ball, he played around the middle of the park, and he played close on the edge of the box, or sometimes majority of them you see him making beautiful runs into the box. This created some chances for the white players, which isolated them on the stretch, so that they will stretch the opponent, and it will leave the white players one-on-one with opposition's defenders, and that was supposed to create chances for Chelsea. Do you understand? They do create beautiful chances from all those scenarios, but they did not make the best out of it. Fantastic tactics play by Enzo Maresca, but if you are not efficient in the final third, you get punished by the oppositions, and that was what happened in the first half. A beautiful pass from Neto to Garnacho, who made no mistake to put Chelsea in front in the 1st minute, and in the 22nd minute it was a long throw. And we've seen long throw this season in the Premier League, and it's becoming an interesting part of the game. Do you understand? And whenever you have a throw very close to opponent's 18-yard box, you see long throws, and this was something that has been happening consistently this season, and Chelsea conceded from that, which was converted by Wilson Isidor. And Chelsea, as I said earlier, Chelsea created good opportunities in that game, which I think should have resulted into goals, but they were not efficient. And in the 93rd minute, Talbi got a brilliant goal for Sunderland to win it for Sunderland. It was a counter attack. Chelsea were caught out in position, and Robbery was spotted by a brilliant long ball For me, I think as a central defender, you ought to read the dangers around you. Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo didn't do well in that regard because I believe they should have put Brodbury under pressure before he got into the box. But Brodbury, on the other hand, did brilliantly well to hold the ball till he saw the run of Talbi. He dropped the ball for him, a brilliant ball, and Talbi was fantastic to convert for Sunderland, which gave Sunderland all the 3 points at Stamford Bridge. It is a hard one for Chelsea to take because coming from a brilliant performance in the midweek against Ajax, I expect it was a big boost for Chelsea coming into this weekend. However, they couldn't make the best out of the chances they created in that game, and eventually they fell behind, and they lost the game in the death of that game, which I think was really brilliant for Sunderland. Well, I believe Enzo Maresca would be scrambling his head to know what he did wrong in that game, but he did everything right. The players didn't do what they are supposed to do in the final third, which killed the game for Chelsea. These are just my own opinion about the game. This is my own observation about the game. Drop it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. If you are just coming across this for the first time, please do well to like and subscribe. And if you are already here, please kindly smash that button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. And bye for now.